Aloha! So today I am going to share another blog excerpt that I threw together on the subject of happiness. And at one time I used to think, I would imagine like other people, that happiness solely depended on achieving success and gaining money and all the things that I think are part of the American dream. And then I read a quote by Carl Jung who said, "Those who look outside sleep, and those who look within awaken." And so what I spent the majority of my time is figuring out, how do I figure out what it is I truly want, and then how do I obtain freedom? And what some powerful mentors in my life have taught me is that money is a tool, freedom is the goal. And there's a big difference there. So one of the main contributing factors to my own personal happiness is doing what I enjoy the most and then giving it away. I think that you can, like many people, turn yourself into somebody who's after the almighty dollar, and then you'll give the help. And I think if you start giving help before the money arrives, then that does something to your character that even the person with the money doesn't have, because you're not waiting for the miracle or the finances or anything to show up. You just roll up your sleeves and give a hand. My principal philosophy in this life has become, use one arm to raise yourself up and use the other arm to raise someone else up. So, blog piece is entitled simply Happiness. Looking back, it's funny how I once thought my happiness depended on other people's approval. Reshaping my personality to suit their moods conditioned me to become chameleon-like. Lacking any authenticity. That is until a shift in perspective awakened me to the source of true happiness, myself. Beforehand, the majority of my relationships centered on a single idea: what's in it for me? And as if by magic, carbon copies of selfish individuals continually reappeared throughout my journey. That is until it finally occurred to me, we don't attract what we want, but only what we are. So I adopted a quality over quantity mindset and began weeding out certain types of individuals from my life. More importantly, the character traits I depended on for gaining people's favor also had to go. And yes, a period of loneliness soon followed. But over time, the company I began to attract reflected my newfound awareness. One of the tools that helped me along this path is a book titled The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. In it, he invites the reader to discover the benefits of living by four personal oaths. First, always be impeccable with your word, because your word is a creative force. It harnesses the power to create and destroy. So say what you mean, but instead of speaking poorly about yourself or others, use your words in the direction of truth and love. Secondly, don't make any assumptions. Become curious about life by not presuming to know it all. Ask specific questions until you have a complete understanding of the other person's perspective. Third, always do your best. Whatever that may be, your best is going to change from one day to the next. So whatever the circumstances, simply do your best, and you will avoid regret, self-judgment, and self-abuse. Finally, don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. Their actions are a projection of their own reality. I've saved myself a lot of needless suffering by becoming immune to the opinions and actions of others. Maintaining a personal sense of happiness isn't always easy. Numerous obstacles have broken me apart both psychologically as well as physically. But that's just a sign of being on the right track. Besides, it's just the old you becoming a shadow of your brighter new self. So learn to grow old with people, not because of them. Aloha. Of living by 4 personal oaths. Oaths. That's a weird word to, like an oath, like 4 principal oaths. Oaths. I don't know why I can't pronounce that. Anyway, you know what I mean.